Hello everyone, my name is Sycoe, and welcome to my channel today. This is not Sycoe Escape, and this is not Tech Haven or Tech Haven Reforged. My daughter is on extended stay over at her grandparents' house and could not make it this morning, so we decided to do something different. All right, good morning, Ben. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. I wanted to show you a world that my daughter and I and my nephew created over 2 years ago. I was looking at the last save and it was like September of 2024. Whoop, almost gave away something there. I made a copy of the world and put it in creative so that I can move around, do some stuff. But this was a world that we kind of created with a bunch of farms and stuff before add-ons became a thing. So what I want to do before I show you before we get into the Star Wars stuff is I want to show you, let me get to, I'll put it back into survival. In the first person, these look like ordinary walls. But this is a little trick I came up with, a little build technique I came up with. So we put some TNT on them. You see that they are indestructible. Pretty cool, huh? Well, the reason for that is because they're not really stone brick blocks. Hey, good morning, Wrinkle. They're actually stairs with water in them. Kind of blast-proof walls. I was coming up with creeper-proof walls. A little something I came up with a couple years ago. I wanted to show y'all. But I'm going to go back into creative for this one. And I'm going to go ahead and go to settings. Come over here to video. Because this is where you can hide your hand, hide your HUD. I'm going to hide the HUD real quick. And I think down here is where you can show player names. And is there don't know. I think you have to go over somewhere else in order to show the to hide the little bar that tells you where people are. But yeah, there you go. There, my HUD is hidden. Let me get that out of my hand. So my hand is empty. All right. Yeah, this was a little base we came up with. Whoa, that's a fast. With our little town hall with the iron farm on top of it. I have a bunch of old school farms here. That big building is a iron farm. This was a dripstone farm. This was it was a moss, but it was a bone meal farm. My pack of dogs. That's where I got my beef. What I want to show you is what my nephew built. Waterlogged stairs, yes. This I cannot take credit for at all. My nephew, who, he's driving now, but he wasn't driving back then. So this is a few years ago. And we did this all in survival. This was all done in survival. He built this. The ATTE. It's one of the cooler builds. It's why I've kept this world safe. That's why I'm in survival mode, so I can fly around and kind of show what he did with what we had at the time. And this was before add-ons. Yeah, I I even made a copy of this world one time and loaded it up with TNT and blew it up. And people were freaking out for a moment. But yeah, he even made an inside. Let me see it. There we go. I'm making sure I can walk around. Little storage, like, you know, compartment area. That's how you get up to the gun deck. Yeah, this and then he even made the cockpit area. But yeah, that he did this all on his own. Yeah, the not that one. Yeah, he liked to make some jokes too, you know, teenagers. Yeah. He's got some talent, definitely. So, yeah, and I'll show you something else. Yeah, it spawns right over that way, and there was a mansion there, so that's why we kind of built this world. But I was noticing some similarities in how we build. Well, I didn't quite texture the paths, but as I was expanding, I was making little stations I like to do, like tower, you know. But I made my paths through the world to connect up. Little kind of like rest stops when you're traveling. But I didn't know if you've seen this before. I have a cave entrance somewhere over here. Yeah, right over here. Okay, so a while back, yeah, little forts, kind of like little watchtowers or little beacon towers. But over here, a few years ago, and when we started this world, it was kind of brand new. They did the trials update where you had the cities, that little buildings that were basically underground, and you had to dig it all out with the brushes and everything. And then we spent some time digging all this out by hand. So it was quite a little adventure. It was kind of like a little archaeology dig. That was something that was new a couple of years ago. So it all started when you, let's see if I can get out to the top of this. Like, all that was visible above ground was this. This was like the ground level. And so then you dig down and uncover all that. And so we made our little city here. And then we think there's a village way over there. But yeah, so yeah, this was figured I'd give you all a little tour, especially with the ATTE. Look how cool that looks from a distance. And then way over there is my daughter's little, she took over that little hideout. There used to be a mountain here where this these gold farms are at. So it's got a Triton killer down there at the bottom. And I got my bee farm. So yeah, I did the bunch of stuff down here. A few knobs you got to flip before it gets going. Then I have my lava farm over here with the dripstone. And this is where the obsidian farm was, where you put the lava buckets in, meets of water. Got your pickaxe, and then you mine the obsidian there. But yeah, cool little world that we built together. It kind of fell apart because they had an update, and in the villagers' pathfinding caused extreme lag, and the game would not load. And then that went on for a couple of weeks, and we just kind of quit playing. Plus, you can imagine I was going to build that stair wall all the way around our fort here. So, yeah. And I don't know if it's here. Let's see. But yeah, it's my little villager trading hall. Had those guys there. It's been about a year or so since I've given a tour of this world. We haven't done anything with it in a couple of years. I probably should turn my HUD back on. But yeah, we use the barrels in the poles for extra storage. And then I put the crafting table in the ground so you can access it from the bottom and the top. But if you run over here, this area right here runs right underneath the villagers, the farmer guys. So that all their crops get put here. So yeah, that's our little world from way back. So I thought that'd be a nice little treat, especially the AT-T. I figured y'all appreciate that. So I'm gonna get out of this. And yeah, we'll get into the path of the Jedi. Yeah, I've got my saved worlds. Always save and back up your worlds. That's what I always tell people. Yeah, so now we're getting into the path of the Jedi. This is a little adventure pack. Go in the first person. Is my HUD still hidden? Let me make sure that you can see it. There we go. All right. Yeah, I haven't played this in a while. No, let's go ahead. This world contains copyright music. I got the music turned down. Okay, I hope this thing still works. I have not played this in a while. HUD, backer bars. Why is it doing that? That background. Hopefully that goes away. Hold on. What in the world? Hang on. I guess I should have checked. I didn't want to hit the start button until it did the thing. Yeah, making sure that it doesn't have the... Oh, that's locked. General. Video. Brightness. Shouldn't have the... That's going to get annoying with those things. Hey, bobbing, camera strike, outline makes it easier to see which block you're looking at. Not an audio thing. All right. Huh. All right. Let's... Hold on. Yeah, I should have ran this. I kind of set this up last minute because I found out yesterday that my daughter was not going to be doing this. Let's go to advanced, show coordinates, mob loot, all that's normal. Respawn required. Multiplayer. You just got the resource pack. How do you... You can't really... Hold on. There's one other thing I can check. Close captions, add subtitles, dithering, test, nope. General, lower frame rate, nope. All right, trying to check to see if I can find a setting for that. It looked like it was giving you updates, kind of like what Java has with their little sound things or whatnot. Wow, this might be well, now we kind of know if not to bother with it. This is, yeah, you can. That's that one feature. I don't know how. You can add these so that they're run in any world you have. There's nothing else. Hey, this is going to get interesting. Let's see how long this lasts and if it's a bothersome or not. I guess it's a good thing I'm among friends, right? Yeah, that is. Give it a quick shot. I mean, there's a. I guess that's what you look. Oh, you hit the trigger, left trigger. Passage, gathering, embark on journey, crystal, testament to connection with the force. Ready? Okay. I thought the little white dot up there in the corner, like if it was white, it was selected. I guess I was closing it. Since the force following the Padawans now direct towards the entire sea, the force open our way to the element's heat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I got to use the force to open this. Thought it was just a Padawan there. All right. AI Google says to hide it, open your mod configuration menu, usually typing. Yeah, ask them what they do when you're on the Xbox. And that is for, and make sure it's for Bedrock, not Java. That's the fun part. What the? Let's give it one more look real quick. Enable game pause. Help center. Video. Hide hand, paper doll. Heads up display, split screen, field of view can be altered by game. Okay. I'm going to flip. I'm going to try this real quick. Oh, reset the safe settings. All right, let's do video. What's it? Safe settings. Let's go ahead and let's local or platform skin could not be loaded. No, thank you. Let's go ahead and save and exit. Let's try that. Hacks or reset your screen's safe settings. Let's try that on the. So now we're going to turn this into troubleshooting old add-ons that don't get updated with the game, I guess. Huh? Now I thought I saw the gameplay, strike, dithering, glint, action bar. Let's go down to general. This is the same stuff, video. Thought I saw something a while ago about for global. Some of these, there's more you can do when you're not in the game. Sometimes you got a couple extra options. And I know I just saw global resources. Let's try that. Nope. I know I just saw it. Lower frame rate. This is all that. Video. Frame. Camera shake outline. Now it's just account information. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's just go ahead and we're going to quit out of it. And then now you get to see my home screen. There's Boba Fett up there from back in the Battlefront days. I'm going to reload it real quick and see what happens. So if you're just joining us, we are trying to get the Path of the Jedi to work. Let's go to edit, see if we can find something here under, maybe it is under advanced multiplayer. Cheats is locked. Resource packs is locked. Okay, there's nothing there. And there's nothing there. Nothing under advanced. Tile. Yeah, this is where I did the show coordinates at. We'll check this one. Yeah, there's nothing. All right, let's give it one more shot. See what it does. And that did not make the problem go away. Try. Let's do a revokes operation. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a help real quick. See if we can get a list of commands and see what we do. Well, that was really use the tab key. I don't have a tab key. Man. All right. I don't know. We can keep going with this and just see the thing with that flashing. That's bugging the crap out of me, but not sure what else we can do. Well, I mean, screw it. I'm going to unlock their settings. Don't see anything in here that would. Those are the experimental stuff. Game. Yeah, I know. We're spending so much time. At least we're getting to. Maybe have to retitle this. Getting to understand the Minecraft menus on the the Minecraft menus on the Xbox, at least, or at least some of the settings. View customization, build, stream, or take screenshots without distractions. I'd like to. See if we can do. I'm gonna take that off. See if maybe that helps. Scale modifier. Go 50%. No, that's. Wow, okay, that was. Wow, that was a trip. Not gonna do extra large. Wow. This is why doing this, if you were doing this on Java, you would have so much more. And of course, if I was playing from my PC as well, but I'm not using the Xbox. And that's a whole different story all in itself of why I can't play on my PC. All right. Why would it be showing up? Because I just downloaded it last night. Creator. Maybe there's something in here. Let's do DUI log error level. Let's do I turn this on error and see what debugging info to improve the performance of extended editor settings. Text filtering. Enable debug text filtering delay override. How would you open that? No, that didn't open it. Show content log UI. View the content log while playing the game. That was already off though. That was all. I'm going to do that. And that did not do anything. All right. Maybe the add-on is broken, which could help. News of the day. News of the new Ray movie broke the add-on. Yeah, maybe. Hey, look, I'm mad. You can see I'm kind of mad up there. All right. Yeah, withdraw. Oh, it says HUD draw. Man, that is something else, isn't it? That is crazy. Well, I'm going to go back here and flip these back to where they were because I don't know what did. GUI, the GUI log level. Nope, that didn't do it. All right. Yep, just kind of trial and error here. So what's the news on the new Ray movie? I haven't heard anything. I'm kind of scared to know, I guess. I don't know, just if anything like me, you've kind of lost a little hope in the Star Wars universe after some time has passed. Yeah, this sucks. All right, let's get out of this. I don't know what to do then. I really don't know. Oh, a thumbnail popped up about it. You didn't click? Yeah. It's kind of like how us old school guys are with that, isn't it? Yeah, let me I don't know. I'm gonna pop into this is the Sycoe Skate world. Yeah, we're probably gonna have a short stream today with I thought the Path of the Jedi would work. Well, hey, look, now you don't have to get it. Yeah, the actress wasn't bad. I mean, it's one of those where, you know, like the actors and the actresses, they're doing what they're told. They're handed a script and they do it. That's what they do, you know. But yeah, if you hadn't seen it, this is what we were supposed to live stream on. This is the Sycoe Escape with my Better on Bedrock. World rules. Normally to make ender pearls. Bury the Dead, I think it was called. Okay. Yeah, I think the last stream I did of this world, I actually spent it going around looking for the 6th boss that you'd have to kill to get the pearls from them in order to make the ender eyes, in order to find a stronghold and defeat the dragon. But there's only 5. I didn't know it. And we had found it. And so, yeah, that's what we were supposed to do today. was, because all you needed was, yeah, this is the recipe just for Better on Bedrock, not the normal recipe. So it's a different game mode. But yeah, this is, it uses the mystical agriculture add-on, was something that we use a lot of, which makes us extremely overpowered. My sword is basically, it's got damage, 35 attack damage with strength 3 on it, so it's probably like a 38, close to 40. We'll do a little tour of this world real quick. As you can see, I got my little gnomes working there. My iron farm that broke was up there, and it was feeding the iron and stuff into this chest. These guys would, here, let me grab a stack of this. That's the essence. So they would take and we put it into, so I had them sorting other stuff, but as you can see, so they were taking everything that dropped out of the iron farm, which included cats getting killed, and then they'd come over here, put everything into a chest, and then this guy over here would start to sort it out into those. Sometimes he would become stuck for whatever reason, so I put this sticky piston and would do that to give him a little bump, and then he would get back to work. It's a little trick. I got rails, I got stuff collecting. I did the same thing over here because sometimes he would just sit there, get stuck. So I would push him, reactivate him, have everything going again. Yeah, so yeah, this is mystical agriculture. You grow in essences, you make things. Something happened, and now all my iron golems are spawning down here in the cats. And this is the little town hall kind of design I started making. Some of the workstations you can put in the ground and they'll stand on top of them. Others, they won't. Like these, they'll stand on top of, so you can do it with. And so then, you know, just kind of make them all compacted in there. This is how we did have it. Got my Fletchers and such. The this right here is the farming pots, which basically just, it grows and it harvests it all on its own. It's a nice little time-saving add-on. They started making extra babies and it was making me mad, so I had them dropping into the magma. So yeah. This was the village that we started off on. Yeah. I've got on my armor this mystical agriculture. We just went overpowered with this because it's like I got all this protection bending. I've got free falling. I got all these augmentations, extra health. You can see I got 20 hearts. Plus, what is that? 8 absorption hearts. I got double jump. Yeah, we basically, this is like, went to OP mode. We have this thing called compressed blocks where you can take normal blocks and make an extra block out of them. So we did that with the cookies and made a cookie tower. We did that back in December because in November, I don't know if you've heard of A Cookie God. He's a Java Minecraft. He's a major Minecrafter. He had an event and I actually was able to get into it. And so we made video. So I made a video on that and everything. Yeah, you're vanilla. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, that's where it's a good start. I just kind of added these extra ones to kind of, once the add-ons came out, it was kind of a different thing because I played with vanilla for so long. But yeah, we did do a, And that's kind of our base over there. That's where we parked the Happy Ghast, which is flying out somewhere. But we actually did, my daughter and I, we did a whole attempt to take on the Ender Dragon in vanilla, because I'd done it with all the mod packs and stuff, but I hadn't done it in regular Minecraft. So we did a 100-day challenge on that. I think I told you all that yesterday. It's got some nice, nice little extra information bits that I was teaching her. I don't know where I put. Oh, and the add-ons, they're having a sale right now, but my absolute favorite add-on is the Uncrafter Plus. Basically because you can take just about anything, and hopefully this will work, but so I want to get my bow put together. So then does that. Now I can recraft the bow. Gives you all your materials back. Now I got this everything back on it. Very good in the early survival. This is my automatic composter. That's some simple stuff. That's a smelter. We did have the lava farm over here. Let's go back to the home base. So yeah, we had started off. Now come down here. My daughter did a lot of the decorating in the building here. I mean, I put up the gates to keep mobs out, but this was like her little decoration with her cat. Her storage chests. And then this was my room. You can see I'm a little bit more. So what was carved out of there? Okay. And then, yeah, we captured an allay. We got our puppies. We got Wolfie. Got a camel. We have one of the undead horses we found. Put some armor on it to keep it safe. And then this is where we had kept the villagers for a while. She did all this. She put in all of this wood and decorated it all. She even made her little Minecraft. What in the hell? Why? There's not supposed to be a villager here. I was wondering where that kid went. Okay. Right. That took care of that problem. All right. So, yeah, this was her little room. How did that kid... That was interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, this is where we make clay. You put, let's see. This is like our little clay maker. Take mud, put it on top of a block, and you have dripstone underneath it, and it dries out in the clay. But you can take the clay, then you can take it and smelt the clay balls into bricks, and then you can take the clay bricks and smelt them into terracotta, I believe. I do not have glass bottles, do I? Did I take all the glass bottles? But yeah, I'm gonna drink that. Wait, never mind. Forgot I had the water bottle. Take the water bottle, put it on dirt, becomes mud, and as you can see, the mud will become clay. Yeah, you get a couple little, you didn't already know, Couple little extra tidbits here. Yeah, I set up the automatic smelters. I actually have this is where I put all the burning stuff into this furnace I'm actually taking all the extra leaves from over here, smelting them into leaf litter so that, and I discovered that by accident when you come into this new filter interface that they have. Thanks for all the tips. That's cool. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so you got the bricks and then the terracotta. Wait, what the heck did it just do? So, yeah, I didn't know they added this recently where it shows you what you can make out of it. I mean, this down here is from the Better on Bedrock stuff. But yeah, I didn't know you could put in regular stone blocks, cook them, and they'll become cracked. That, I didn't know, which is really cool. And charcoal is one of the old school ways to get coal, because way back when the early days of Minecraft, coal was not easily available everywhere. So you would actually have to, we would chop down, tree logs, and that would become the charcoal. Yeah, so you got the terracotta and the bricks. So of course, then you can turn into, the bricks. But yeah, this is a little lava farm. Put it above. I use the clear glass so that it gives off the light and that you can see it. And then, you take the buckets. And then you can put them in the furnace. Then you just take the extra buckets when you get them, put them over there. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah. My last thing. So, yeah, I've been using the cracked stone bricks from putting stone bricks in the furnace. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. So let me show you this real quick. So this is not a mod. I set up, this is called a redstone clock. You put one of these comparators here. You put one of these, what is it, relays, extenders, whatnot there. Put it that way. Redstone torch, the redstone here. Let me break that real quick. And then if you don't have this here, it keeps ticking. So to keep it from continuing on, because it will cause some problems, you flip that to keep it steady. And then this goes to a dropper, which I use this as my trash. I put all my stuff in here. It eventually winds up here, facing into lava. When it's full, yeah. So I just get rid of stuff that way. This is my little trash, getting rid of the trash. And you got to be careful if you run the redstone over the hop. Oh, I don't want to catch it. What was it? Yeah, you run it over the hopper, it won't put stuff in there. It locks the hopper. So yeah, a little redstone stuff. Like it's out. Yeah, you flip it and then you move on. Yeah. That way you don't have to worry about having open lava. I know y'all have you do have trapdoors set up to kind of keep you from falling in, but sometimes, you throw it and goes, or something happens, just rig it up in a chest, the hopper goes in, there it goes. This was going to be a chest area, this storage. Yeah. But yeah, this is, I got the rail carts, they hit it, and then I have this flipper to kind of keep it going. It gathers from underneath the chest. Hoppers don't always pick up underneath the blocks, but the rail carts will. So everything from here goes into a chest right over there, and then that other rail cart goes under and picks up underneath it and such. You got to get working. It was great to catch streams. Thanks for the tours. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we will probably be doing this Sunday morning is when my daughter and I will probably, that's when I would expect us to do the finale. We're going to make the pearls. We're going to find the stronghold and fight the Ender Dragon. So that is the plan. She wanted to be there for it because we've become so overpowered and done just about everything here. So, and yeah, then I wanted to move on to maybe probably doing dungeons, the Minecraft dungeons. So yeah, we'll see you later, Ben. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, so that's kind of what we had planned. I gotta find, where did I put the chest boss, 2 boss episode 4. We're gonna teleport to this waystone. And load in. Did I? Oh my God, where did I park that thing? Huh. Okay. Oh, the chest, not the chest boss. Hold on. It was the chanter thing. Chant base. Okay, that's where we went. All right. So I do have a mod that I use called Travelcraft. And what that basically does is it will take uh-oh. Have I lost? No way I lost. Where did I park this guy? All right, this is getting weirder. I got it. Man, good thing I did this before I did the actual stream, because okay. Maybe did I park it? Okay, I have a Happy Gas parked somewhere. And I thought I parked it over here. It's not in the spots where I normally park it. Oh, well, all right. So now we're doing a little exploration of trying to find where I put my Happy Gas. I'm glad I didn't just jump into that today. That would have been weird. Wait, because we went looking for the snow stuff. He's on utility. This is my Mind Buddy thing with utility. Okay, perfect. Oh, that was great. Put me to my last spawn point. Glad I did not sleep at a bed in the thing. This is my other little add-on that I have is Mind Buddy. It has different modes that it does. I use it for building and all that kind of stuff. You wouldn't think it'd be hard to find, except for the fact, well, yeah, but I've traveled thousands of blocks away. As you can see, we are now a couple thousand away from our home base. And we were looking for a frozen boss that wasn't there. Oh, the water stream is great. There it is. All right, so at Travelcraft, you can actually add platform speed. He'll just hover instead of flying away. What just hit me? Oh, creeper just blew up. All right. So yeah, this is yeah, this, I'm glad I figured out where he was. This is great. Yeah, this travel craft add-on is, it definitely changes the way you play Minecraft. And hold on, let me go in the first person because trying to move around in third person is fun. Let's get up the yeah. I put a water on the edge so that way we could use it as a water elevator to get up here. We put all our storage here because you can make like a small base. And such. So then yeah, you and this like comes with it where you can pack up the platform. Now we can fly. And I know if you've traveled on a Happy Gas, you know how slow they are. So let me go in the first person. This is traveling on a travel craft Happy Gas at full speed upgrades. Which is kind of why I threw it in. That's why I kind of use it. I got the add-on just to, because a regular Happy Gas, as you know, is extremely slow. And I use the water thing as a way to get up and down. So I'm glad I know where it's at. That helps tremendously. I really need to bring it back to our main base. But I'll probably do that off camera. At least I know where it's at now. But I always park it over water, whatnot. And we made the mistake one time of parking it in a frozen area and the water froze. And we were unable to climb back up. Unpack the platform. You come down, here it is. And then the water flows. Yeah, this froze right here and we were unable to get the get back up, and we had to build back up to it. Yeah, the with the slow fall augmentations and all that stuff, and if you're ever interested in the mystical agriculture, I did a whole 3-part series on it, going from the beginning to the end of it. But yeah, so this is me just kind of floating to the ground in survival mode, taking no fall damage. We became little demigods here in the world. So it was kind of getting boring just being able to, nothing could really take us down except for my internet company when it decided to do all its stuff. We were in the middle of a live stream one morning and that's when I had the 10-hour outage. So yeah, at least I know where I'm at. Yeah, they add wizards to it. Better on Bedrock. He wants out. Have you got the quick type elevator? Yeah, do that in that first world, what we call the mansion base world. That had the bubble elevators. Yeah, in this one I just use a regular elevator, just use the regular water because we're constantly moving. So because you got to have water sources that go all the way up. So yeah, and I don't know if y'all know how to, if you use the kelp at first, you can use kelp to make water blocks. So as it grows, it'll turn the falling water into water blocks, water source blocks, and then you put the soul sand underneath it. I think in Java, they can actually plant the kelp into the soul sand, but in Bedrock, you have to use dirt and then replace the dirt with the soul sand. Just the little things, little differences. But yeah. Keep him in there. But yeah, these packs are pretty cool. Let me see. You know what I can do? We'll do one other thing real quick. We're going to create a, and if there's ever any add-on, like before I purchase any add-ons, I always go to Echo Soldier on YouTube and see his review of the add-on. Because he kind of reviews them and lets you know if they're complete crap or if they're worth anything. But yeah, you know, and if I've taken some of them and kind of gone through the ones I use, and you know, I was making videos showing them more in depth or more gameplay with them in a different way than he was. But yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be the Sycoe escape, and we will, now that I know where this is, I'm gonna remove taking it back to the main base. But I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get out of this. I know it's getting late where you're at. It's hard to believe it's like so late at night for you. Let's do can I do owned? Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the marketplace. About 14 hours ahead. Yeah. Let's go to worlds. That was that world. That's the one that I just did. Mashups. Let's download mashups. See, I tried this the other day and it went crazy as well. We're going to download it real quick. We're going to make a world based on this and see how it works. We're about an hour into the stream. Normally about an hour. Usually I take a break at an hour and just kind of, I get up, walk around. I got to get me something to drink just to kind of keep the voice going. But I think we're going to set this up and then, all right, let's do a create this world. Go on then, yeah. Now we'll put this, yeah, survival. I always put this to invited players so that I don't have, I've been in my recording worlds and I keep these messages all the time of people wanting to join or wanting me to join their world and stuff while I'm recording. So, but yeah, let's do, we're gonna leave it at that. Let's go to create this world anyway. Let's see what happens. And it will not let me use my normal thing, but that is cool. Can I not? Yeah, tattooing. Let's do, and hope this doesn't mess up my other stuff. Let's edit the character. Let's do classic skins. And then let's come down here to show more. Where are my... Path of the Jedi. Let's... There we go. That's much better. So this is pretty cool. It's actually working. Java. This is pretty cool. Kind of liking it a little bit. Not bad. No, there's Jabba's palace over there. Tell you what, let's put this into creative. Let's use our jetpack. Oh my God. Well, there you go. This looks like Mos Eisley, right? Man, you could do your own little role plays here and stuff. Or at the very least, gives you ideas on what to do in your world. Millennium Falcon? Oh, look, there's the Mandalorian's ship. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. They got the different worlds, different settings. But dang, you could actually... I never got into this. I got in it because I thought it was a texture pack. It must be indoor over there. Got all the ships. Wow, this is pretty cool. I mean, oh my God. Do you see what's coming in the frame? The Death Star. Yeah. Old Ben's gonna be kicking himself for leaving too soon. Huh? Oh, there's Cloud City. Oh my God. All right, hold on. We gotta the dish isn't there, is it? Hold on. I gotta do something real quick. All right, let's do, hold on, yeah, hang on. Let me do something real quick. I got to go to edit. Let me go to cheats. I got to turn cheats on and then save that. Then we'll come back to this. If your cheats are off, you're not going to be able to go to spectator mode. Now, and then we'll do this settings, come over here. We'll go to spectator mode. And we'll let it all load in. I'll do a quick spin, I'll let everything kind of load in. Let it all render in. Now in spectator mode, I can, looks like there might be an end to this world. Is there, well, no, I don't want to go out past the space, but you see that little line there makes it look like there might be something you can't reach beyond it. All right, looks like that's going to be the rendering that it'll do. So with spectator mode, we can go down inside without destroying. Then we can move around it. Oh, the throne room. Oh, is this a throne room? No, this is. I don't know. Kind of look. Yep, it's the throne room. This is the throne. Okay. This is cool. The reactor room. Just kind of following the path. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is really they probably used some tools to make this happen, but regardless, wow. That I mean, wow. There's the Millennium Falcon. I mean, the texture on these blocks and stuff. This is pretty cool. I mean, let's go. Yeah. Should we check out one of the Star Destroyers? Or should we just go to Cloud City? It looks like they recreated some scenes. Let's go. Is there... Oh my god, there's a bridge and stuff in here too. This looks like a zombie. This is what I was talking about. Like, this is the mesh pack, their texture pack. It would turn certain mobs into Imperials. Or all these villagers. This can't be villagers. Thought I heard villagers. Those are zombies because they have their arms up. Check the destroyer for sure. Yeah. Let's go to Vader's. Oh my god, there's a slug. But yeah, this is spectator mode, so you can move through the walls. Well, it turned out to be a Star Wars stream. Oh my god, hold on. Let's do this real quick. Settings. Let's do survival. Ouch. Oh my god. That is too cool. Is this... Doors don't open? That would have been too cool, like a pressure plate. That is too cool. Get back into spectator. Get out of third person. Yeah, is there anything beyond the doors here? There should be. Yeah, hallways. Wow, that is pretty. It's not a real playable world, but at the same time, you could like get some ideas for building. There's your clouds. There's the... Oh, when they're rescuing Luke. They darkened it to make it shade, to have shaders. To make it look like it got shade. Let's go into Cloud City. Ah. Can you break blocks? Not in spectator mode, but in survival and creative I could. If you put it in adventure mode, you can't. I'm in, hold on, settings. Let's go to, well, let's see if I don't die. Let's do survival. Wait, I can't, hold on. Let's do creative. Those are stairs. Yeah, you can break blocks. Wow, look at all the stairs. I don't even know what stairs I just broke. But yeah, you can fly in creative, but then you still limited by collision with the blocks. So if we go, oh, I like the little R2D2 sounds. We go back into spectator. Then we can, that goes outside. And then let's come up to the top of this. This is where, oh, there, you got the villagers walking around. I'm in a room that's solid. Let's, these are the halls. Oh my, got an R2D2 droid. And villagers. Looking like rebels. Let's do, oh my God, sticks to get emeralds. Credit. Oh my God, they're using credits for emeralds. Oh my goodness. And they changed the damage markers to look like like the lightsaber stuff. Yeah. Not functioning elevator. You trying to go this way? Huh. What do you offer? You're a leather worker. That's leather. Oh my God, look at that. Leather pants. The R2 unit does not seem to, not a village or anything. Got us a, of course, another Millennium Falcon. And I know I saw it. There's Luke's. Let's see. I know I saw my ship. There it is. I knew I saw it on the wrong side. Ooh, it does. It's a door. That's some cool artwork. I wonder how they, this looks like it's right into the blocks. Do not want to disturb that. That is sweet looking. Let's do this. Let's do Settings. I'm going to do this real quick. And the lighting's not great. Yeah, too bad we can't get a distance shot. It's not easy to get a distance shot with this stuff. There's a loose X-Wing. Let's do quick. Go back to spectator mode. Cloud cars. And then I don't think there's much beyond this way. They recreated the Hoth. Ooh, this must be the Hoth world over here. And they're chasing the Millennium Falcon into the asteroids. Oh, wow. Man, you could have some real fun in this. Wait, we got to check out an AT real quick. The driver's moving around. These must be pillagers. Dude, you got to get your head out of clouds. So that's a zombie. And the butt end of it. ATST, it's got a driver inside it. This is cool. Of course, the hangar and stuff. With another Millennium Falcon. So how many Millennium Falcons do you need? Power station, the ion cannon. It's gotten dark. You had the shield generator. And a transport. Let's go on a transport real quick. Not bad. There's not much moving around area. Oh, no, that's underneath it. Oh, it's solid. When it looks like this, it's solid. You don't see, yeah, there's nothing. So that's just for the looks of it. This looks like a barrier wall. What happens if you go beyond it? No. Okay. I'm intrigued by that. What is this? Getting closer. Oh my God. There's like a rail system? You end up in the Dune universe. I am curious as to where that goes. Maybe we'll have to check that out. I'll leave that up. Looks like it goes for a while. This is Dagobah. This has got to be Dagobah. Yeah. Yep, there's another X-Wing. There's got to be a Yoda-looking guy running around. There's another sky. There's a because those are characters, player characters, character skins. So they might not have it. That's another functioning Death Star. Oh, look, that must thing it it goes around it to mark the territory that they were building in. Maybe. Wow, this thing's big. This can't be the first Death Star we came across, is it? Nope, it's not. This is. Oh, this is okay. This is A New Hope when they were doing the shield generators and such. Oh, wow. It's got a command block thing. Ah, nice. Then you've got Yavin 4. Yeah, the guys that built this, they did an awesome job. We're going to come back to Tatooine. This over here is Mandalorian. Yeah, this is the Mandalorian world with the crashed TIE fighter. Oh, Mandalorian town. Mandalorian village. I liked the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. Um, I did like seeing the Ahsoka part of season 3 a little bit. I didn't like the direction that it went. I wasn't extremely happy with it, but and Boba Fett's my favorite character, and I had a hard time kind of, I guess, being comfortable or being satisfied with the book of Boba Fett. I mean, it was kind of cool. I kind of get it, but um, it at the same time it was kind of, you know, I guess they didn't want to make him a complete bad guy, so they wanted to make him good. You know, and I guess you can have a change of heart like that, but he's kind of, you know, trying to be a good crime boss, a good guy crime boss is, you know, kind of an oxymoron there. Look at that slug. And does he still have the trophy? Yeah, there it is. All right. Oh, ooh. Hold on. We gotta do this. Spectator. Let's go to creative. All right. Oh my God. Dude, get out of the Galloway. All right. I'll have to set this up for a screenshot later. Yeah, shoehorning stuff into canon. Yeah. Yeah. So I have my younger brother. He is a Han Solo fan. Right. Dude, seriously. Spears, axes, pickaxes, shovels. Come over here again and, you know, just die. I'm not taking that crap. All right. So And I just had to use that to take care of him. Now I got my brother is he's a Han Solo fan. Of course, I'm Boba Fett. I like Mandalorians. Um, so I'll be sending him this screenshot. I like to tease him. I think they got that moving right there. Let's go back to spectator. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess it's a world that you can play around and do stuff. Maybe use it for inspiration. What we'll do is I will do a fly around. I'll kind of go through a little bit, and that way, if you want to look at it later, you even slow it down a bit. See, I mean, the actual ships and stuff won't. They have special blocks for that, but see some of the creativity that goes into it. Yeah, with the book of Boba Fett, it was hard to, like, after reading all the books and understanding his personality from that, for him to then kind of have a change of heart, or the direction that they took him in the book of Boba Fett was kind of, you know, different. But at the same time, I kind of understand. Oh, this isn't Tatooine. This got to be Tatooine. They didn't. All right. Is this from the Mandalorian? Um, but they couldn't make. I mean, as cold-hearted as he was in the books and stuff, it would have been hard to really put that into a likable Disney setting, I guess. But the actor that played him was really cool, and I did like the one scene they did when he was getting his armor back and everything. Showed how cool he was as a fighter. I think the actor was even saying, he's like, yeah, because like the book of Boba Fett was almost like a Mandalorian season 2.5. He's like, hey, he got a guest appearance in my series. Why didn't I get invited back to his in the third one? Yeah, I think we got a convention that comes to our town, and there was I think Billy D, is that, if I'm remembering right, the guy that played the actor that played Lando Calrissian, he was at a Q&A, and my brother was like sent me a text message saying that he was in the Q&A, and he's like, man, what I need a cool question I can ask him. I said, oh, dude, perfect. Ask him what was Han Solo's reaction when you brought back the Millennium Falcon after destroying the Death Star and then the antenna was knocked off. That's what I want to know. So he's like, oh, dude, that's perfect. I'm like, yeah. I don't know if you got a chance to ask it. Yeah, he's a great actor. And Once We're Warriors. Oh, okay. You have to see him in some other stuff. Yeah, this is definitely, oh yeah, this is the Mandalorian side. I did like how they started the first Mandalorians with it kind of being shortly after after the fall of the Empire. Yeah, I said, dude, that's a perfect question because then he knows that you're a fan. That's a small detail. And it's a pretty cool kind of character thing, he can play up or whatnot. So that we didn't get to see in the movies. I'm sure at first he was just glad to get the ship back and his friend was okay. But I'm sure there were some conversations afterwards like, really? The antenna? But yeah, I'm a floating head. Let me go to fly mode, third person fly mode. I don't think there's we didn't check out the rebel ships, but they're there. Is that another Tatooine looking place? Oh, that must be purely for the Mandalorian. Yeah, that looks like Mandalorian season 1. Oh, is this isn't yeah, because that's that little outpost town. Yeah, so much goodness here. I know. You got the man. We gotta what would be really cool is we do something especially in May. We definitely gotta do like a meetup in this world and do some Star Wars stuff. That would be cool. And you know which day in May to do it in. So get all that. Damn, that's definitely some cool stuff. Yeah, these are newer ships, but oh, I forgot. I'm in creative mode. I was trying to fly through the ship. I don't know how you gonna get that X-wing out. I wound up right back in the hangar bay. Can you not get anywhere else out of the hangar bay? So I guess the other ones for looks, these are the more actual, launching bay ones. Wow. Dang, that's pretty cool. There is one other thing I'd like to try. That's so cool at night. This looks like Moss Isley, but not quite. Is this like Moss Espa or something? Feels like feels like Espa or something. If I'm saying that right. Look at the brewing stands. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. The sand people. Run, villager, run. He's poisoned. Oh my god. Spiders. Run! You're trapped, dude. Damn, sand people are invading. Yeah, your beds are probably in there. Like the smartest one right here. Where's he headed? Is that an iron golem? I know. Dude, you don't have a door. Hold on. Well, that did sound good. Let's go with sniffer egg, turtle egg, mob eggs. Blaze creaking, gassed. Spawn Jabba the Hutt. Jawas, Enderman, Endermite. Magma cubes, Vendor Blaze, Gas, Happy Gas, Spawn Egg, Pillager, Evoker, Witch, Warden, Slime, Silver. Warden, Witch, Invoker. Zombies, Husk, Drown, Camel, Bogged, Wandering Trader, Villagers, Spawn Egg. Well, let's grab a bunch of those. Sniffer, Copper, Iron Golem. That's what I wanted to see. Snow Golem, Spawn Egg, Trader, Copper Golem. Yeah, let's put a Copper Golem down. Squid, Tadpole. Oh. Oh, that. Now I see what it is. It's an Enderman. That is not an Iron Golem. That is an Enderman. Hold on. Let me do this. Video. Hey, we're having some fun either way. This is what they call it. Making lemons out of lemonade. All right, here's a Copper Golem. Oh, okay. Pit droid. A little tall. Yeah. Not sure about your choice of Iron Golem there. All right, let's do chickens. I won't quite do one of each. Let's do. Oh, I want to see what Skulker, Spawn, Jabba. Oh, is we gotta do one of those. Spawn an X-wing. I don't want an X-wing. Wither, Piglins, Blaze, Ghast, Pillager. Do a Pillager real quick. Yep, what I thought. He's shooting him. Damn. And they are definitely tearing some stuff up, aren't they? All right, let's do. Oh, I hate that it does this. All right, let's do Villager, Voker. Wait, there it is. Witch. I want to see what a witch look like. And let's do Creeper. I was like, good aim. Let's see. Let's do Creeper. Oh. Oh. It does make me want to do this. Let's see. Let's grab mob, egg, chicken, cow, pig, sheep, camel, armadillo, wolf, cat. Oh. Yeah. I mean, tear them KX droids up, aren't they? All right, let's do the witch. Ah, almost fitting. That is funny. We could have some fun with this, couldn't we? What is a breeze? What would the breeze look like? Oh, man. Imperial probe droid. Oh, that is. Let's look at the. Yeah, let's look at the cow. Okay. Yeah, I got to fill in the droids of the animals. Pig. Well, maybe not. No, look at that. Mule, cat. We already did the cat, the parrot. Let's do a parrot. Villager. Oh, wait. Oh, I did not want to replace Java. Parrot. Oh, that's not too fancy. I do want to do this. So let's do. What does Java represent? Because Java. We'll swap that out with the pillager egg and the parrot egg. It does have some sound. It does not move though. And so it doesn't seem to attack. That is crazy. The stormtrooper attack. Too bad the rebels can't defend themselves. What are y'all linking to? What the heck is it? Something. What the heck is in here? What? What are y'all linking? It's like, yeah, everybody immediately ran into there. Turn this into a city. These are some. You can recreate some scenes. Just a statue. Looks good though. Yeah, it does. They must have created the entity of it, so that way they can make it move and everything. And that's a whole entire entity in itself. Um, let's make a lead. A leather cap. They made all that leather. That's crazy. What? No, you can. It's like a boat. I clicked on it to put the lead on it. Or is it like a horse? Oh, this has got to be like a horse. Oh my goodness. Man, this is crazy. Okay, so over here we had Toys R Us. And when it went out of business, they had these battery operated. They have battery operated vehicles, and so they actually had a land speeder that was normally like $400, but because they were going out of business, it got discounted down to just $100. So when my daughter was young, we got her one of these so that she, instead of having a car, she had a land speeder that she'd go around the neighborhood riding. She loved it, especially the day I took the speed regulator off because it had like a 12 volt. It had 6 volts, which she started off on. And then as she got used to that, I took the speed regulator off. And she loved it. Yeah, land speeder horse. Yeah, dang. But I'm wondering, because it doesn't have a normal horse. Let's get out of it. It's got to be a boat with some different functionality. Let's do. Actually, let's do that. Let's do horse. Do horse spawn egg. Put there. And then camel. Camel husk. Camel. Ah, okay. Ah, I get it now. I get it now. Why couldn't I put the lead on that? All right, hang on. I don't want to create more horses. I just wanted to get on one. Yep, that is cool. What is a boat? All right, let's do. Is that a boat? No, it's not a boat. How? It's its own entity. Okay, that has me items. Equipment, constructions. Go back to nature. Nope, I did not want a turtle egg. Let's see. There was these are all their own things. Enderman. Yeah, it's its own little gonk droids. Jawas. Oh my god. Look up and down to control the pitch. It doesn't fly. Doesn't have the... All right, it was kind of cool. I have a feeling the X-Wing is about the same way. Why won't it fly? Because I tapped the A button to make it fly. And that would be the normal kicking me off. The A button's kicking me off. Yeah, it just hovers over the ground real fast. All right. Well, we are coming up on 2 hours. We've been doing this world for about an hour. So the idea hit me of the perfect spot to kind of end this in the Scarlike Pit. Yes, let's do video. There we go. And oh my God, it does the whole... There we go. Let's equip it. Put it there. My thing here. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you, Wrinkles, for joining. And yeah, we want some group of Star Wars guys that play in Minecraft. You can check out Old Ben Craft. Yeah, going through the trouble. It was my pleasure. And yeah, if you want to see more Star Wars stuff, we can try that. Let me know. Leave a comment. But yeah, I think this world is very cool. Maybe give some inspiration. We could do some more traveling around it if you'd like. But make sure... I love how it's going dark right here as I'm trying to do my exit. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, we're going to change this up just a little bit. No, we can't change it up from here, can't we? Nope, we can't because we can't. All right. Let's make it dark. Anyway, make sure to subscribe, give a like. Be interesting to see what this inspires over there at the Old Ben group, Old Ben Craft group. So it concludes our episode. Yes, it does. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around. Sorry we didn't get past the Jedi, but hey, we got this world as it is. I'll see if I get that other texture pack working, but I figured this was a great way to end the episode. All right, making sure I can fall, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody, hang on. Let me go to survival. That way I can jump and do. Take care, Sycoe. It's been a great time. Yeah, thank you. I've enjoyed having you here. All right. Bye, everybody. Into the Scarlike Pit we go. See you later. Oh no. I think I'm in the end. We'll have to check this out another time. See you later. Take care.